Hello there, Stampers. Tonight I have a little video for you. It's my first time trying a video, so I hope you'll stick with me through this process. But with my video tonight, I want to share with you a simple little Valentine card. And so I chose to use the Heartsaflutter stamp set. If you've seen the spring catalog, you've seen this stamp set. And so here's what my finished card is going to look like, and I'd love to show it to you step by step. But first I want to share with you the inspiration that I drew from for how I wanted to design the card. And so I took this card from my Stamp-A-Stack last Sunday, and I just made some changes and turned it into a Valentine. So Kate, my darling dear daughter, is going to videotape as I stamp my little heart out to make this card. So she's just going to record my hands and the things that I do. So for this card, I just started with 3 pieces of cardstock: a base, a layer of the primrose petals, and then another layer of Whisper White, which is where we're going to do our stamping. And so to start with our stamping, I chose a few colors of pink ink. So I went with the Raspberry Ripple and the Primrose Petals, and then I also used the Blushing Bride. I did use Basic Gray for my words, and I've already stamped those, so I'm going to put that out of the way. For my big heart, I'm going to go ahead and stamp that with the Primrose Petals, and so I wanted that to kind of be the focal point, and so I started with that image, and I just stamped it there to the side. And then with that same ink, I went ahead and did the heart in a heart, just kind of off to the side there. It's got a little fuzz. When I was done with that ink color, so I can put that aside. Now I'm ready for my Raspberry Ripple, and I just used that on my edges. The heart that was just some edges. I'll stamp that a couple times. And then my final heart I just did in the very light Blushing Bride, so that I had one that was a little bit different. Dun, dun, dun. Stamping, stamping. And I've got all my stamping done. With that layer, I went ahead and mounted it to my Primrose Petals. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. Quick nail tape on the top and the bottom. Nothing too extreme. Got it on there. And then, with my words, I decided to punch it out using this label punch. From my heart to yours is the sentiment that we're using. Let's punch that out real quick. And then I'm just going to layer it on the piece that's a little bit bigger with the gray. Voila! Then I went ahead and I mounted it onto there with dimensionals. And because I love to save wherever I can so that I can spend more on stamps, I'm using even the edges of my dimensionals. Peel that off. Got it in place. And then I wanted a little bit of ribbon on the edge, and so I'm going to stick a little snail tape there. So I chose a little piece of Primrose Petals and a little piece of Basic Gray. Little adhesive over top of my ribbons, just to hold them in place. And voila! A beautiful hand-stamped Valentine ready to go. What do you think, Stampers? Are you ready to make your Valentine?